We're here at the large stone site. I'm going to take a look at this. This whole hill is made of these stones. And I think that maybe the construction of the housing development next to us pushed all these over. But this looks like there's a character there with a bird hat on top. Do you see on the very top of his head there? I'm gonna go ahead and tilt you down so you can see the right perspective, hopefully. See the big circle carving in there? I wonder what that is. I'm gonna go ahead and put you right back up here. Isn't that interesting? Very, very cool. I think on the end, yeah, it's hard to make out what that is. Looks like a person with very big hair, with that being the eye, that circle, perhaps. But the top of the head is all painted blackened. Very cool. This one is polished here. This has a few things going on. We see all the ripples and how it's smooth. And geologically speaking, this stone shouldn't exist, as you guys know. So just on the very top, just ignoring everything else, you see the recession for a beak, just a small little bird beak. So we have a whole bird coming back there. And take a look at the rest of it here. You may see a mammoth on the very top with a ear that just kind of ever extends and keeps on going forever. See how the trunk is out here and the eye for the mammoth or mastodon. Take your pick. There's 3 kinds here in North America. So you see how these little things line up. The way that you look at it is you kind of look down the art there to try to make out the little faces. You might start to see little characters. So just on the end here, I'm kind of spotting where the eye and the nose is. This is a smaller portrait up here. So kind of ignore that, or maybe make that the nose for the eye, the nose there. It's a pareidolia style art. And some paintings or markings on the top of the mammoth trunk there, or the top, what do they call it? The hump? The humpity hump. Here we have our character with the carving for the headdress, but just in brown here, there's going to be just a silhouette of a person as well with their hair coming back. Let's go ahead and get a better angle. I love all the paint on this. Lots of different color paint. So on this paint, I can see already there's a character with holding something. So you see how there's a face or a head of a person right here. See maybe the eyes there. And then he's got his arm raised up. Let me back up so you can see a little better. Maybe the eye was higher. Look at all the red paint. Just look at the colors mostly if you can for a minute there. And start to see. I wish all the shadows weren't here, but it's nice to have the trees. So the circle eye that you can see right there, you see the carving for it? How it's very well done and detailed in the middle there. That's the eye. And if you come down, you can see these orange specks of paint. You perhaps can start to make out a face there, but then you can see how the carvings are done here for headdresses. There's another silhouette right here. I keep on getting distracted by these other people in the background. Wow. Something else. You guys hopefully can see some of these. Fantastic. I really like this mammoth one. And I can come out here at different times of the day and maybe get some better lighting on the shadows, but I think our character's coming out really well here. So the chin line or the jaw, you see his circle eye right here in red. His hair comes up crazy. Just his hair is all coming back up here. Looks like he might be holding something. See his arm, his back, his one leg, his 2 legs. Might be coming after the mammoth, because the mammoth is in that color as well. Well, it looks like there's another person. You see the head up here? There's the open mouth and the head of a character. I'm wearing some kind of pointy hat. Then there's another, you know, if you're looking at the color, you can see all kinds of them. Wow. Super curious. The whole stone, of course, with the mammoth head. I love it. It's a big bird. But on the other side here, we got some beautiful paint. So here, even though it's angled, we're gonna have, if you look at it as if it's flat, we can almost get this all the way. But so how this flat angle is right here, so you put it to where it's flat like that. And you can see the orange alien head shaped big cone head figure. So it wants you to get your eye level all the way down here to see the features of the face and stuff. I wish I could get that leaf out of the way. There we go. Anyway, super birdie. I like color. All right. There's a lot to see here, folks. See the painting of just the small little, see the eye of it? The nose and the open mouth. See the line for the face, cutting the face out there, just in orange. And then you might see a bigger head. See the spot or the only circle. Might see different eyes as you see that one. But little faces, bigger faces. Looks like another bird. Man, these are like the men with the bird faces on. Or let's go ahead and take him at an angle and see what he see what he looks like. He's pretty interesting there. All right. So very curious stuff. You guys see him, of course. Both of his eyes and his mouth. Very strange. Strange indeed. Peculiar. This is a nice one. All the ones out here are very nice. There's a certain style to them. And once we kind of learn that style, it's easy to see it. You know, kind of almost going over the same ones that we went over in the last video, but I think even if you've seen the last video, it's important to watch this again because it's in different light, and just seeing the mammoth and seeing the color for the eye, and you know, for me, seeing it twice helps. It's important. It makes it so that it comes out a little better. You can even see the legs, the way the legs are really pronounced there for our mammoth, but her very painted eye. Oh yeah. And again, with this mammoth on the top of his head, his hump is all painted too. Yep, and there's our bird, painted on birds. Looks like there's some petroglyphs and things right here. So we have a painted diamond, maybe a teepee. And looks like an animal, seeing the red. And I have little feet, like an animal with, it looks like a headdress, see the feathers? Might be a human face right here in this color, in this dark black color. You guys see the open space for the eye, perhaps, the nose and the mouth? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure though. Let's look down here. Well, it's harder to see up here. Look right on the end here. You have a really nice one. And then the inside of this is going to be very beautiful carvings. The amount of work they did, it gets really small. Oh, this one again with the striped back feather headdress. Of course, you know, looking at the longest point as the nose. You can see how the cheekbone is done, and then this eye socket is really round and carved out. So then when we tilt it and take away that eye socket, we see just the nose, and then now where would that eye be? Well, we can look at a different spot for an eye, but see this large carving right here. Looks like a painted face right here. See how the eye is done? Kind of a scary face maybe. Let's see if we can make it perfect. Yeah, so see the eye socket, the nose and the mouth right here with the cone head character. So you always know when you get it because it always has the same ripple for the mouth. It's not just kind of looks like a face, it perfectly looks like a face. And you guys know about, who know about this art know this. You don't have to take any exceptions or make any exceptions for any of this. Look at the eye socket and the pokey nose. Very beautiful. All right. Well, folks, thanks for watching. We can take a look at a few more of these later on. I know we reviewed a few and we've found a lot of new things though, so looking at this pile is cool because we get to really learn this, you know, this region's style of art, which is for me pretty easy to see. I hope it is for you guys as well, especially with all the painting that they did on this. So hard to make out what this one is, but we can check it out more next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.